Good evening, YouTube. This is Johnny. Thought I'd make a video. It is July the 19th, 2020. It is 6:38 in the evening on a Sunday. And I'm just sitting here as I usually am. Either I sit here at the dining room table or I sit in the dining room. I was going to show you my to-be-read pile or my table in the living room, but I decided just to show you the books that some of the books I've been reading lately. I've been reading this evening Richard Holmes' biography, Dr. Johnson and Mr. Savage. Some people in BookTube are reading The Life of Samuel Johnson by James Boswell, which was written in the 18th century. And I have been reading, even before that announcement in BookTube, I had been reading The Club, Johnson, Boswell, and the Friends Who Shaped an Age by Leo Damrosch. This morning, my wife and I, we went downtown to Reader's World bookstore to get the Sunday newspaper, and I noticed that this was in paperback now. So I was reading this, and I also been reading this book, Boswell's Presumptuous Task, The Making of the Life of Dr. Johnson. He goes into, Adam Sisman goes into the history and the background into how James Boswell got into writing the life of Samuel Johnson. So I've been reading this. So then I wanted to read more about Samuel Johnson, and this has been on my radar for a long time. Richard Holmes, Dr. Johnson, and Mr. Savage. So I ordered it used, and I got in the mail last week. One of the, late in life, Samuel Johnson wrote a little biography on the poet Richard Savage, and this is found, and I have this Samuel Johnson's collected writings, and in this volume is his biography on Richard Savage. This is an account of the life of Mr. Richard Savage, son of Earl Rivers. So I'm kind of reading this is an exploration looking at Samuel Johnson and looking at his literary analysis and criticism of Samuel Johnson's life of Richard Savage. So I've been reading that. So I've been reading these books. Now, I was reading Saul Bellows, Herzog, and Mr. Samar's Planet. And I've been reading Saul Bellows' letters and also reading his nonfiction. So I read all kinds of things. I'm a mood reader. I just read all over the place. But I get into Samuel Johnson when I get kind of tired of reading Saul Bellows. And I also got in the mail this book last week, and I've been reading this the last couple of nights, Antkind by Charlie Kaufman. I read this late into the night last night, and I copied off this afternoon 3 reviews of Antkind by Charlie Kaufman. I don't give extensive book reviews because I know that they're online. You can read the New York Book Review. You can read the Washington Post has book reviews and other resources. So I copied these off to put into my July 2020 diary. I often do that throughout the month. I'll come across reviews or essays or things, and I copy them off from our printer, and I put them in my diary because what I do, even though I realize that nobody's going to read them, but at least I have them. This morning when I got up, I read The Path of Christianity, the First 1,000 Years, reading about Origin, and back in the 200s BC AD. So I was reading that, and then I read this afternoon about Origin in this book, The First 1,000 Years, The Global History of Christianity by Robert Louis Wilken. This one is written by John Anthony McGuckin. So I was reading that, and I have been reading also in the mornings John Calvin's Institutes, Volume 1. This is Volume 2 of the work. I highly recommend this edition if you're going to read Calvin's Institutes. And I was reading also Calvin's Theological Treatises, reading his Catechism of the Church of Geneva. So these are the kinds of things I've been reading on this weekend, and I know I'll be reading some more. I get this book out, The Path of Christianity, every once in a while, and I'll read it for a week, and then I'll put it back down the lower level. This came out, and this book came out a couple of years ago. Came out in 2017. So I read these every once in a while, just a little break. I'll read some church history. I'll read some American Christianity. I'll read, 17th, 18th, 17th century literature. And I'll read some novel by, I just read all over the place. So today is kind of quiet, it's like it's a Sunday. It rained all morning. It kind of cleared up late this afternoon, and tomorrow is a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday and a Thursday and a Friday, and I don't have anything planned. I'm retired. I don't have to go to work. Our kids are grown and married. My wife is retired, and we just live a quiet life. My wife is now reading more and getting used to not going to work, and just getting her own pattern of life after leaving the work world. So I hope you had a good weekend. I thought I'd just stop by and say hi. Hope you had a good weekend, good reading weekend. You have a good new week. And yeah, that's about it. So I just thought I'd just stop by. And I didn't get much comments in my last video, but I do thank you for all the comments. And once again, I went and looked at my comments, and so, I don't know, I missed a lot, and I try to answer all the comments, and I do thank you for all the subscribers. And until next time, bye.